Ic3 Encyclopedia The Physical Body. The physical body under new management, guided by the forces of the universe, your sacred council. Discover the secrets of the universe, which reveals an assembly or circle of 32 laws of universe and nature, or better said, the guiding forces of universe and nature, such as duality, time, change, attraction, cause and effect, order, place and function, and many more. We are all looking for change, struggling in so many ways and aspects of our life. We may have an advisor, a healthcare practitioner, a nutritionist, personal trainer, or even a lifestyle coach. But we don't have access to them all day long. So enter the circle of vital and aware living and meet the Sacred Council, your personal lifestyle and awareness coaching team, always ready to assist you in every moment and in any circumstance. We are like visitors in a foreign country without knowing the laws and how everything functions in that world. We know a lot about the things of the modern world, but know little about the basics of life. See how they assist us with every step we make and with every breath we take, and make them practical in your daily life in dealing with your real self, your soul, your mind and your thoughts, your body, words and communication, nutrition, fitness, your life partner, children, the teenage years, getting older, stress, weight, disease, emotions, business, destructive habits, preserving the planet, studying, and friendships. For more detailed information on each of the guiding forces, see the intro booklet. There are endless words that can be connected to any subject, and each subject can have many books because each subject can be approached from various perspectives or angles. Most important, however, is not to forget that all that is said or written is merely an opinion, a truth, and not the truth. Because the spoken and written word is part of the creative world created in opposites, constantly changing and bound to time, and there is always more that can be said or written about any subject. Regarding me and the Sacred Council members talking about any subject, know that this understanding applies to that information as well. The information is formed from their particular point of view and brought to you through the world of visionary and mystical fiction. Hopefully, it contributes to your life and assists you to experience life in a more conscious, mystical, and magical way. By hearing or reading this information, you will come to the conclusion that you know this already, and you do, because this is part of your universal and spiritual inheritance. And often, we just need one word or a sentence that inspires and motivates us to do things differently or to think about a certain subject from a different perspective. The guiding force of the Creator. Make God a reality in your life. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it can only exist because the life-creating and life-sustaining force is connected to it. Otherwise, it could not exist. Being a soul, the body is your vehicle to explore the creation, and it needs to be kept in optimum condition in order to spare you from a lot of agony, additional maintenance, and breakdowns. The body vehicle was meant for the soul adventuring the creation, but you did put the mind under the dictates of your sense organs, and which is now behind the wheel. The mind, or in other words your ego, which identifies with the body, mind and the world, needs to get out of the driver's seat, and the soul needs to get back in it again. The gift of a human body is a special gift in which your home journey can start. But as long as your vehicle is driven by the mind, you have no chance in accomplishing that mission. Treasure this gift, for it is your birthright. You are not physical beings that could have a spiritual experience, but you are spiritual beings that have a momentarily physical experience. Adventure the world as a soul and start your home journey. And in order to accomplish this, find a teacher, guide, and master who has done this, and follow the instructions and his teachings. Quote, know the soul as the rider, the body as the chariot, the buddhi, the intellect, as the charioteer, and manas, the mind, as the reins. The sense organs are the horses, and the sense objects are the road over which the chariot runs. The soul joined to all the above is the experiencer. Upanishads. End of quote. The guiding force of the universal teacher. Master or be mastered. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you will have and will need many teachers in order to acquire the skills and knowledge in order to live in the world. Hopefully you have teachers that guide you to do this in a harmonious way without jeopardizing the health of your physical body, others, and the world. Possibly you will master many skills and become a master in them, but do not forget about your birthright, which is the master plan that allows you to find out that you are not the body but a soul, and to start your home journey. In addition to keeping your physical body in best possible condition and having teachers assisting you to do that, you have to become the master of your body and mind in order to go beyond. It may take you a lifetime, but it's worth it. Quotes. There is a life within your life. Seek that life. In the mountain of your body lies a gem. Seek that treasure. O wandering Sufi, if you are seeking that life, look not outside. Seek that life within yourself. Rumi. Man is the image of God, the Creator, and all his creation are within him, and he has been given the privilege of meeting his Creator while alive. And this is the aim of coming into human life. Maharaj Sawan Singh Ji. End of quotes. The guiding force of the power of the mind. Know the tricks of your mind. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you get trapped in it like you're getting trapped in a jail, a pyramid or labyrinth. Your physical body consists out of 5 material substances: earth, water, fire, air, and ether, and has 7 major centers. Earth or root center with its major foundation of manifestation and elimination. Water or creative center with its major function of procreation. Fire or belly center with its major function of digestion. Air or heart center with its major function of circulation and respiration. And ether has 3 centers: the throat center with its major function of verbal communication, the forehead center with its major function of non-audible communication, and the crown center with its major function of higher communication. Each of these 7 centers being a maze of cords that are connected to everything else inside and outside your body, offering you endless practical assistance, but they are also all your distractions, holding you not only back from a great and healthy adventure in the world, but as well holding you back from discovering who you really are and where you came from. So your body is the vehicle to let you venture the creation and the vehicle to return to the source, but at the same time it is the vehicle with which and in which you can get lost. It is the same with every gift you receive, and up to you, what are you going to do with it? Quote, "Everything is a loan given against the pledge, and the net is cast over all living, so that none may forfeit paying by escaping. The shop is open, the shopkeeper extends credits, the ledger is spread out, and the hand makes entries. Whoever wishes to borrow may come and borrow, but the collectors make their rounds daily, and exact payment, whether or not one is aware of it. They go by an unfailing record, and the judgment is a judgment of truth. Ethics of the Fathers." End of quote. The guiding force of the true disciple. Follow the Master and the teachings. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that the body is conditioned through the mind, and you are not just slaves of the sense organs, but slaves of everything you think you desire. Without questioning and reasoning, you follow what the mind and body tells you. You have since the beginning of time identified with the mind, the body, and the external world, and you forgot that inside your body is the soul, which just came to explore, but which lost its contact with its creator. Learn to follow the instructions of your spiritual teacher and the teachings, and you will be able to keep this rented vehicle in optimum condition and using it for a higher purpose, for something that outlasts your physical body and physical existence. Quote, "After eating of the tree of good and evil, Adam and Eve suddenly became aware of their nakedness. The eyes of them both were opened." Genesis 3:7. They became self-consciousness rather than God-consciousness, and thus lost contact with the Lord. Merriam-Webster Caravella. End of quote. The guiding force of your inner hero. Be the hero of your own life adventure. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it needs a hero that is on guard and willing to overcome any weakness. You identify with many heroes, but have to find out where they derive their strength from. That hero is not your ego and mind, and not your physical body, as they are from a mortal world and very limited. The real hero comes from a source of life which is love, and love conquers all. So, be loving to your physical body and physical existence, and all within it. Love is your essence. You were made from love. Love carries you through life and through all challenges. Quote, "Know yourself, and you will win all battles." Sun Tzu. End of quote. The guiding force of maturity and wisdom. Learn from the wise elders and nature. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you either grow old, stiff, and plagued with lots of signs and symptoms and disease, or you mature, stay flexible, vital, and even can become wise. Your physical body is designed to move around until the day it needs to be recycled. But your modern way of life either makes you sit too much, or you push the body to the limits. You prematurely wear your body out. Being in nature and doing some physical work, and using your car at least as possible, and you walking more is essential. Living in the concrete jungles, you need that contact with nature. While maturing, you do not need to be or feel old. It is taking care of the body and staying young at spirit. Quote, The greatest discovery of my generation is that man can alter his life simply by altering his attitude of mind. James Truslove Adams. End of quote. The guiding force of fantasy and magic. Live your life as a magical adventure. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you have a magical adventure that takes place in a magical make-believe world. Do not fall into this too serious and stressful make-believe world, but live your life through the eyes of a child. Visualize your body as a garden and realize that everything is alive. There are rivers being your blood in the veins and nerves. There are plants being your organs and trees being your bones. Imagine this magical garden and bring everything alive. Give them faces and bodies and get a different relationship of how to take care of them all. Or visualize your body as a factory with assembly line workers being your enzymes and each organ as a production chamber. Be the purchaser and manager of this factory that is designed for certain materials only, and start playing the best manager in order to keep everybody healthy and happy and producing zest and energy. Or visualize your body as a rented car and take well care of it. Do everything with the love of your heart. Play and do things that keep you natural awake. This is living in a magical world. Quote, wheresoever you go with all your heart. Confucius. End of quote. The guiding force of translating messages. Decipher the symbolic meaning of messages. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that your body forms itself through your physical, mental, and emotional experiences. Know that every detail, part, system, and organ of your body has a specific task, but also a symbolic meaning. Is it not your thumb through which you judge, and your index finger not with which you point what you like and love? Are you aware of your strengths and weaknesses? Do you have any idea what your body type is all about? Your body is the external expression of your mind and guiding you from the morning till the evening. You just need to listen, translate the messages, and act accordingly. Quote, you can free yourself from aging by interpreting your body and by grasping the link between belief and biology. Deepak Chopra. End of quote. The guiding force of the energy of solids and earth. Feel connected and keep on experiencing new. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of all material substance, but the earth substance reveals itself predominantly as your skeleton, which is the foundation of your body. Your feet are the closest to the soil and earth, which gives you that earth connection and the possibility to stand and move around. The earth substance is also the force of recycling connected to your skin and elimination system and the lower apertures in your body. I assist in the cleaning through sweat, urine, and fecal matter. You cannot hold on to this body forever, because one day it will recycle itself. But as long as you have this body, take care of it in the best way possible. Quote, death hangs over thee, while thou still alive, while thou may do good. Marcus Aurelius. End of quote. The guiding force of the energy of liquids and water. Go with the flow and in moderation. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of material substances, but the water substance reveals itself predominantly as your procreation and immune system. They are strongly connected to your sense organ of taste, like the taste for life, or having no taste when your body is not well and cleaning itself. But you could also fall down with the taste of lusting for things. The antidote for lust is moderation. Quote, never go to excess, but let moderation be your guide. Marcus Tullius Cicero. End of quote. The main water energy center is located in your pelvis, which needs to stay mobile in order to stay vital and in order to dance through and with life. Another water energy connection is commitment, which requires flexibility, and through which you can stay committed to whatever you need to stay committed to. The guiding force of the energy of heat and fire. Pace yourself in order to digest. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of all material substances, but the fire substance reveals itself predominantly as your digestive and muscular system. It assists you to digest your life, and through the function of muscles you can move around and do physical things. When you do too much and overload the system, you easily burn yourself out. So be gentle with your body and pace yourself in order to digest it all. When you fail to do this, you trigger fear, which expresses itself through anger. Quote, the strong man is not the good wrestler. The strong man is only the one who controls himself when he is angry. Mohammed. End of quote. The guiding force of the energy of gases and air. Embrace, endure, and love it all. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of all material substances, but the air substance reveals itself predominantly as your circulatory and respiratory system. When you want to do too much, you will run out of air, and when you are too hard on yourself, others in the world, you will affect your heart and circulation. You come into this world with an exhale, and after the last one you will depart. During your life you have difficulty with breathing in certain things, and other things you tend to hold on to, which all restricts your breathing. Look at your posture and make sure to embrace and love it all, for when you do not do this, you will not be able to endure the challenges that you will have to deal with anyway. Quote, energy is the essence of life. Every day you decide how you're going to use it by knowing what you want and what it takes to reach that goal, and by maintaining focus. Oprah Winfrey. End of quote. The guiding force of ether connected to audible sounds and verbal communication. Realize that everything you hear and say is just an opinion. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of all material substances, but the ether substance reveals itself predominantly as your communication that audibly takes place through your vocal cords. Located at your throat center, at the height of your neck area, is an area where imbalances show up when you do not know how to speak up for yourself or communicate incorrectly, by judging, playing authority, raising your voice, screaming, and manipulating with words. It is then and here when you become a pain in the neck to yourself and others. You know when you get into an argument how it affects your entire body, and so does every form of improper communication. Quote, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Mother Teresa of Calcutta. End of quote. The guiding force of ether, connected to the conditioned mind, associations, and non-audible communication. Stay aware of your limited and conditioned realities. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of all material substances, but the ether substance reveals itself predominantly as communication that at this central location is the communication that takes non-audible place within your own mind. It is from here that every thought enters your brain and communicates through the nervous system to every cell of your body, affecting them in a positive or negative way. Every part of your body and sensation is conditioned through association. You look at a part of yourself and instantly there is something connected, either positive or negative. Everything you feel, see, hear, touch, taste, and smell is already connected by association, and it's like a reflex, but know that it is conditioned, and that you can redirect and connect to something different and more positive. Get your body to sit actively in stillness and learn to become quiet, so you can see what all is going on and what your mind wants to do, and get a grip on things. Realize that your body just reacts to what it is conditioned to, and become stronger by redirecting the responses. Quote, logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Albert Einstein. End of quote. The guiding force of ether, connected to the universal mind, higher virtues, and soul communication. Observe yourself. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is a composition of all material substances, but the ether substance reveals itself predominantly as communication, that at this location is the communication that takes non-audible place within your higher self. Quote, in a disordered mind, as in a disordered body, soundness of health is impossible. Cicero. It is through this connection that you feel really bad when you think and do incorrect things. Here you know what is right and wrong, but it is as well through this capacity that you think great of yourself by doing good things according to your own conditionings, or according to what others thinks about what you do or did. For this reason, be careful to not crown yourself and others. As long as your body is under the me, my, and mine, connected to the mind and under the dictates of your sense organs, and has expectations, you are still the Caesar of your own will, and not living in the will of the Supreme. When you keep in mind why you have this body, being the vehicle to start your journey inward and homeward, you would keep it healthy, and you would stay clear in your mind. You would stay healthy and making progress. When the body, through the dictates of your mind, is used for other purposes, it will stay standing in your way. The guiding force of duality. Accept and deal with the duality in everything and everybody. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is created in duality with opposites. It gives you an experience in the world created with opposites. You have a front and a back, things you like and you do not like. You experience health and sickness, you have strengths and weaknesses, ups and downs. You feel awake and you need to sleep. The body is the vehicle to experience the world, but it has many needs and needs lots of maintenance. Your body, however, is driven by the mind, run by the sense organs, and its aim is just outward. It just wants to experience the exterior world in which you get attached to. By doing so, you forget that the real treasure, your soul, the creator, and your true home lays within you, beyond the realm of body, mind, and the creation. So use your body well in the adventure of life, but do not forget to use it to discover your true identity and your real home. Quote, in other words, there is dualism in man, a strong outward tendency of a centrifugal force, which is the mind, which prevents him from getting in touch with the Word and keeps him slave of the senses and the objects of senses. Maharaj Sawan Singh. The guiding force of time. Learn to live in the moment. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that after your physical birth, the inevitable countdown starts until your vehicle is ready to retire, or ready for recycling, so to speak. During the time of its existence, it is your duty to keep that body vehicle in the best possible condition. And to do that, you need to make as much research as possible how to accomplish this mission. To start, know that your entire body and every organ and system is on a clock, having times to work in high energy and at other times they are in a low energy. It is learning to become gentle with your body and to get in sync with these clocks to make it easier for them and to derive more benefits. Quote, there is nothing stronger in the world than gentleness. Han Suyin. End of quote. The guiding force of change. Learn to go with the ever-changing adventure. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you are part of the creation which constantly changes. Your body will go through many phases and you will see different phases. From the moment you were conceived, you constantly go through physical changes, like a Mardi Gras parade of changing faces, and none you can hold on to. Never forget that actually none of these masks is you, for the real body is your soul that never changes. Life in creation is an ongoing changing adventure, and with every change a new experience arrives. Quote, the courage for each one of us to change depends on the way we shift our consciousness, aligning with a vision our soul has destined us to travel. Peter Amato. End of quote. The guiding force of cycles. Tune into the natural cycles of life. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that your physical body is subject to the circle of birth and death, and so every cell within your body part of this phenomenon. The body is the garment of your soul, something which never dies, but as long as the soul resides within it, take good care of it, because the body is also a gift from the Creator, although just for a season. Quote, you will die, but the carbon will not. Its career does not end with you. It will return to the soil, and there a plant may take it up again in time, sending it once more on a cycle of a plant and animal life. Jacob Bronowski. End of quote. Just like nature, which has seasons, you will experience many seasons, all bringing you different experiences. Enjoy each season and what it has to offer you, but do not try to do things with your physical body that belong to a season of the past. The guiding force of balance. It is nature's duty to recreate balance. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that being a soul in a physical body and experiencing the world, it is a not easy task as you all get constantly challenged and thrown out of balance. It is not just your body experiencing challenges, but you are connected to a mind with many obligations that come along with having this worldly adventure. To be in some state of balance is an ongoing, minute-to-minute task in all aspects of your life. And the more you connect with your real you, the soul, the task becomes easier. Quote, creating a balance of body, mind and spirit is our work life, home life, family life and personal life, and it is not always an easy task, but an essential one for our health and well-being. Bianca Guerra. End of quote. The guiding force of necessities. Simplicity is the key. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that your body has simple needs like healthy foods, fresh water, sunshine, fresh air, some action and rest. The body needs some maintenance and cleaning, and you give it some shelter and clothes, and in order to provide these things, you need some kind of work. The body is made to move till the last breath in order to provide for the simple needs, but watch out from making things too complicated. Quote, purity and simplicity are the two wings with which man soars above the earth and all temporary nature. Thomas Kempis. End of quote. The guiding force of wholeness. No need to go more into separation. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that your body is a complete universe, but everything is connected. You can look at your body in parts and pieces, but do not separate them in your way of approaching it, because all is interconnected. Like having a family with many children, they all want to feel equally and cared for. In general, you are all too much in your head and separating yourself from your physical body. And because you do not really feel, because you are not connected, you eat and do things that are unhealthy. Only when it gets to a point that it becomes unbearable, you just keep on doing the same. Take better care of your physical body and connect with it by exercising and eating more simple foods and detect how things affect your body. Quote, be really whole and all things will come to you. Lao Tzu. End of quote. The guiding force of comprehension. There is always more than you can see or comprehend. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you are able to analyze many things regarding the body. But what about the things you cannot find answers for? There is more you don't understand than you can understand. Never forget this fact. Realize that all the thoughts you have influence your body. Your body, how it looks in every detail, is a result of your forefathers' genes and all the actions and thoughts you had. Everything you think of, the words you use, the foods you eat, and everything you do are a part of the makeup of your body. Quote, this world, after all our science and sciences, is still a miracle, wonderful, inscrutable, magical, and more, to whosoever will think of it. Thomas Dekker. End of quote. The guiding force of improvement and perfection. There is always room for improvement. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that it is existing in an imperfect world, which is created in duality, constantly changing and bound to time. You have a perfect book of life in order to find out who you truly are, but most likely not perfect to your understanding. Your physical body is something mortal, and like the creation, created in duality, constantly changing and bound to time, it is thus not perfect, but subject to improvement. Accept your body and make improvements that possibly result in a better functioning of it. The revealment of the infinite in the finite which is the motive of all creation, is not seen in its perfection in the starry heavens, in the beauty of the flowers. It is the soul of man. Rabindranath Tagore. End of quote. The guiding force of order, place and function. Everything is part of an order and has a function and place. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that each part of your body, inside and outside, has an important part to play, and it is up to you how you keep these parts managed and maintained. Each organ and system has specific needs and is connected to the external world of universe and nature. You cannot just eat and do what you want. You create habits and routines and go against nature, and you have to pay for that. Your body, in your book of life, has a certain part to play. It has to take a certain place, as it is part of the chain of life, so all can function. Keep your body in good condition, so it is able to maintain its place and function. Quote, "The chain of habits are too weak to be felt until they are too strong to be broken." Samuel Johnson. End of quote. The guiding force of cause and effect. Every action has not just one reaction, but causes a chain reaction and creates a reality you have to deal with. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that the body you have today is the sum total of all actions in your past and a reality you have to deal with right now. Accept it, and from this moment on think about all your new actions that will create your future reality, which you have to deal with at that moment in time. Your body is part of the creation, in which every action has a reaction and chain reaction. And it is through these actions that you create your own reality you have to deal with. When you want to experience a different reality, you must perform differently and possibly better actions. Certain things regarding your body you will not be able to change, but there are things you have great influence on. Quote, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." Buddha. End of quote. The guiding force of contraction and expansion. Quality or quantity? In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that your entire body contracts and expands by itself. Not only your heart contracts and expands, but every cell and everything you think, eat, and do brings these two forces in action. The body contracts under the energy of the moon and expands under the energy of the sun as well, by the motions of the muscles and of course the external cold and heat. But when you do not understand this phenomena, you will run into unnecessary trouble. When you in your mind want more and more, and you consume foods that only expand, is it strange that your body expands? When you are hard on yourself, is it strange that your body hardens? When you do not give the body enough sleep, it will not properly function during the day. You can contract by thinking that all you see is all there is, or you can expand your consciousness. Quote, "However, most people on the planet are not able to attain enlightenment. To reach enlightenment means to be able to completely let go of the ego and our worldly attachments." Masaru Emoto. End of quote. The guiding force of repetition. Using the ability to repeat for the right reason and purpose. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that many skills can be achieved through repetition, and that you came with a certain type of body into this world, but through exercising it through certain foods, physical and mental activities, the body shapes itself. The unhealthy foods, which are very cheap and harmful fuel for your body, will show on the inside and on the outside of your body. And when you cannot see this, you probably will never experience the body full of energy, vitality, and health. You expose your body to a certain sport activity every day, and your body will shape itself by accomplishing those movements related to that sport. Realize, however, that all you think, eat, and do shapes also your physical body. Quote, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but an habit." Aristotle. End of quote. The guiding force of reflections. All your experiences are a reflection from within yourself. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that you inherited a certain body or type of body and be content with that. Otherwise, you look for the rest of your life in the mirror and face an enemy. Through the course of life, your body forms itself further by what you think, eat, and the physical work that you do. Here you have a chance to stay in charge. Take care of yourself, preventative, and do not let your body run down, because it is much harder to get it back in shape than to keep it in shape. Remember, however, that the shape and condition of your body reflects what you think, eat, and do in all aspects of your life. So it is not just about trying to shape your body through physical fitness and sport activities, although they may help a lot when you do the other things. Your modern world has very few examples walking around that shine and reflect inner radiance, peace, health, and contentment, and it is in need of some more of them. Maybe you would like to be one of them, but do not confuse it with the artificial modern world producing beauty, fitness, and sports models. Quote, when the act of reflection takes place in the mind, when we look at ourselves in the light of thought, we discover that our life is embosomed in beauty. Ralph Waldo Emerson. End of quote. The guiding force of rhythm and vibrations. Realize that what you are, you will attract or repel. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know that each cell of your body, each body system and organ has its own individual rhythm and vibration. In addition, each rhythm and vibration is a result of your inheritance and, of course, everything you thought, said, ate, and did. Sometimes there are disturbances in those rhythms and vibrations caused by yourself or any other influence, expressing themselves on a specific organ, system, or the weakest organ or system. When you want to keep an harmonious and healthy rhythm going, you must address the body from each angle, from what you think, say, eat, and do. When the sum total of positive tips the scale, you will experience health and harmony, which you most likely do not achieve by addressing one organ or one system out of balance, nor by addressing it from one angle or in one aspect. You try often to ease the easy way out, but it doesn't work this way, especially when you seek to experience a different relationship with your body. Also, do not forget that the sum total of your rhythms and vibrations attracts others with a similar composition. Quote, the secret of attraction is to love yourself. Attractive people neither judge themselves nor others. They are open to gestures of love. They think about love and express their love in every action. They know that love is not a mere sentiment, but the ultimate truth at the heart of the universe. Deepak Chopra. End of quote. The guiding force of service. Learn to serve and care. In regards to dealing with your physical body, know to have a human body is not an easy task, as it requires knowledge and superb maintenance. You have left the land and reside in cities and homes who do not reflect nature and health, and when the body is important to you, you have to do all the research, finding out how to clean and feed it with the products that will ensure vitality and longevity. The creation and creator serves you constantly without any expectation, and you should show your care back. And in regards to your body, take care of it in the best way possible. Quote, "If man is the highest achievement of creation, his responsibility is great also." Maharaj Sawan Singh. End of quote. The guiding force of individuality. There is no need for comparing and competing. In regards to dealing with your physical body, note that there are no two people completely alike. Not even identical twins. Funny or strangely, however, many of you are trying to look like someone else, someone you idolize, or you thinking that you have to look a certain way to be accepted by the norm. On the other hand, you go to the extent to compete in most self and life-destructive competitions to prove that you are unique. Quote, "Since you are like no other being ever created since the beginning of time, you are incomparable." Brenda Uland. End of quote. There is no need to compare and compete. Also, look beyond the physical body and understand that on the level of our soul, you are all one and the same.